Welcome to John Car Care, where car care becomes simple. Today, we'll demonstrate a simple, temporary restoration for an automotive headlight using just coffee grounds. Let's begin the process. Firstly, apply masking tape around the headlight to protect the vehicle's paintwork and to clearly define the restoration area, preventing polish or sanding from spreading beyond the intended zone. This may seem like a small step, but it's actually very important. During the sanding process, if your hand slips, the sandpaper can scratch the paint on the hood, front bumper, or nearby plastic trims. Masking tape acts as a protective barrier, allowing you to work with confidence without worrying about damaging the surrounding areas. The most essential material in this process is coffee powder. Add an appropriate amount of coffee powder into the cup. Using P800 sandpaper, sprinkle a small amount of coffee powder directly onto the headlamp surface. Then spray a light mist of water to moisten both the powder and the lens. During sanding, the coffee powder acts as a mild abrasive, assisting the sandpaper in removing the yellowed layer and long-term contaminants. This is a critical step to initiate the cleaning process, as it helps break down stubborn deposits on the lens. Once completed, use a clean cloth to thoroughly dry the surface before proceeding to the next step. In the headlamp restoration process, selecting the appropriate grit for the initial step is critical, as it determines both the rate of oxidation removal and the level of safety for the plastic surface. P800 sandpaper is considered the optimal choice because its grit size is well balanced, coarse enough to cut through stubborn yellowing, yet fine enough to minimize the risk of deep scratches. Therefore, P800 represents the most balanced compromise between efficiency and safety, strong enough to eliminate surface oxidation and yellowing, while not overly aggressive to cause deep surface damage. Following the P800 stage, finer grits such as P1000, P1500, and P3000 are progressively applied to refine the surface, remove residual scratches, and restore the lens to a clear, polished finish. Proceed with P1000 sandpaper. At this stage, lightly mist the headlamp surface with water, then sand evenly with consistent pressure. P1000 sandpaper has a finer grit compared to P800, allowing it to level the lens surface and eliminate any coarse scratches left from the previous step. Once sanding is complete, wipe the surface thoroughly with a dry cloth to remove all moisture and sanding residue, preparing it for the next stage. Using P1500 sandpaper, lightly spray water to moisten the headlamp surface. Then continue sanding evenly with steady motion. P1500 sandpaper refines the smaller scratches and noticeably improves the smoothness and clarity of the lens. Gradually reducing the grit size helps minimize deep scratching and ensures that light can pass through the plastic more effectively. After sanding, wipe the surface clean and dry with a lint-free cloth. Using P3000 sandpaper for the finishing stage. As in the previous steps, Lightly spray water onto the headlamp surface and sand evenly. This ultra-fine sandpaper works to polish the plastic lens, eliminate any remaining micro scratches, and deliver maximum clarity and gloss to the headlamp. Once the process is complete, wipe the entire surface clean and dry with a lint-free cloth. At this stage, the headlamp will appear significantly clearer and brighter compared to its initial condition. For the required tools, we need a headlight restoration solution bottle, an empty aluminum can, a roll of masking tape, a lighter, and a heat-resistant silicone tube. Pour the headlight restoration solution into the empty aluminum can. Insert the silicone tube and seal all openings securely with masking tape. Heat the can with a lighter or a heat gun. The solution inside will vaporize and rise toward the headlight, helping remove the haze from the lens. As the solution begins to evaporate, position the tip of the silicone tube about 1 to 2 centimeters from the lens surface. The vapor will condense on the lens, dissolving any remaining haze and restoring clarity. Don't hold the vapor too close or concentrate it on one spot for too long, as this can damage the plastic surface. Just keep the can a safe distance from the headlight and anything flammable, and make sure you're working somewhere with good airflow so you stay safe. The reason we applied a solution in this way is because in its liquid form, the restoration solution does not adhere evenly to the headlight surface. When heated and transformed into vapor, the solution molecules spread uniformly, creating a thin coating over the lens surface. This coating helps to dissolve haze and fill in micro scratches, restoring the headlight's clarity. Essentially, this method works like spraying a temporary restoration vapor coat, which is quicker and more effective than applying the liquid directly. You can see the headlight lens being cleaned and gradually restoring its clarity. After finishing the vapor application, allow the headlight to cool naturally for a few minutes. Then, gently wipe the edges with a soft cloth to remove any excess residue. You'll notice the light output is clearer and the headlamp looks refreshed. However, this result is only temporary. If you want the headlight to stay glossy, maintain its color, and ensure safe illumination, take your vehicle to a professional garage for a complete headlight restoration, including multi-stage sanding, machine polishing, and a UV protective coating. After the procedure, the headlight surface became noticeably clearer and brighter, with the previous haze and yellowing almost completely eliminated, allowing the light output to be stronger and more defined. The evenly applied vaporized solution temporarily filled in fine scratches, restoring a glossy finish that gives the headlamp an almost like new appearance. Don't forget to like and follow the channel to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.